If you feel like you do not have great vehicles and feel like you are becoming a prey in GTA Online, today we are going to take a look at the vehicles that you have to own in GTA5 in order to be most efficient and stay competitive. First up, if you play GTA Online, you will know that doing any kind of delivery mission or any kind of mission at all will cause some players to attack you randomly. You will most likely encounter people in vehicles with homing rockets which are hard to run away from. So the best way to defend yourself is to have a vehicle that won't blow up easily from the homing rockets. Night Shark is a wonderful armored vehicle which has great armor which can withstand 26 homing rockets, so you can flee from any vehicle before it finally blows you up. It is a great number since the most annoying vehicle, the Mark II Oppressor, carries 20 rockets, meaning if it unloads all his rockets, you will still be fine. Besides that, this vehicle has window armor, which is awesome against attackers on ground, since even if someone has a minigun and you are driving straight towards them, you will still be fine inside the vehicle since they only have this little opening to shoot you, and it is hard to aim there. Although, keep in mind that the window armor only works from the front and back of the car, the side window armor is just visual. It is not functional, so you can get easily shot through it. Only bad thing about the window armor is that you won't be able to use your weapons. You will be able to only use the mounted machine guns, which are not that good. Besides being heavily armored, this car has awesome drivability and what seems like low center of gravity, which causes this vehicle to be planted on the road, which almost makes it feel like a sports car. Sports car feeling also comes from the real quick acceleration that this vehicle possesses and also quite a good top speed. Having a helicopter is really beneficial since it is one of the fastest ways to travel around the map, and helicopters also have great weapons that you can use in missions or just against other people. I would highly suggest getting Sparrow helicopter, even though it tends to be more expensive, since first you need to buy Kosatka submarine to store the helicopter. The submarine costs $2.2 million and the Sparrow itself costs another $1.8 million. So in total, you will need to spend $4 million, which seems like much, but it is so worth it, not only for the helicopter, but also for the submarine in which you can start Cayo Perico heist, and with it you can make $1.5 million every hour, so it will pay off fast. But back to the Sparrow, it is really good since it is one of the fastest helicopters in the game, and on top of that, it is really maneuverable and easy to fly. And to acquire it, you can just go into your quick menu and through service tab request it for deliver, and it will instantly spawn near you no matter where you are. This feature alone is amazing since you don't need to travel to some random location to get your helicopter, it just spawns next to you. It has an option to choose between homing rockets and machine guns, and I would highly suggest choosing the rockets since the explosive power and tracking of them is so much more useful. On top of all that, this helicopter is one of the few helicopters that has an option to equip countermeasures, which are an amazing defending mechanism against attackers who can use missiles against you, and the countermeasures just deflect the rockets off of you, which is amazing and will save you more times than you can imagine. Another vehicle you will have to have is the Opressor Mark II. I could easily mention it first, but since it cost $10 million, I wanted to mention cheaper options before it. This vehicle is amazing for its small scale and simplicity to control. It uses hovering mechanics, so anyone can just take it and fly it with absolutely no problem and without any learning curve. Opressor Mark II also has homing rockets, of which it can hold 20 of them before needing to go back to the garage to refill them. Also, it has countermeasures, which, as I said earlier, are great to defend yourself from enemies. So this vehicle is easily the best for missions and combat since it is so small and it can land anywhere you want while also having amazing weapons and countermeasures. With all that, you can see why people are rightly calling this monstrosity of a broomstick an overpowered vehicle. And the only thing that can defeat the earlier mentioned Opressor Mark II is the Toreador. This vehicle is amazing in so many ways, so please bear with me while I explain. First of all, and most importantly, it has the best tracking missiles in the game. It means that even if your target is moving really fast and changing directions, the missiles will still track them and blow them up in an instant. Besides that, it not only has the missiles, but it also has machine guns at the same time, which are really great, although I don't really know why you would would ever use them over the missiles. This vehicle might also look funky to you, and that's for a good reason. This vehicle is also amphibious and can go into a submarine mode and function like one. And it is the best submarine in this game, since this vehicle also has rocket boosters, which make this car not only really fast and quick on the road, but also makes it rapid underwater. So if all hell breaks loose, you can just quickly hop into the water and nobody will be able to touch you. Outside of all that, this vehicle is also a 4-seater, so you can fit all your friends and even use it in missions or heists. It drives really well, and as I mentioned earlier, it has great top speed and fantastic acceleration due to the rocket boosters. You should totally buy this car if you haven't already. Another vehicle, or should I say type of vehicle you should buy, are the Imani Cars. These vehicles look like regular cars, but when you take them to your agency garage, here you can add armor plating to the car, which will make your car really resistant to homing rockets. But even better, while upgrading you can apply Imani Tech upgrades, specifically the lock-on missile jammer, which won't allow enemy missiles to lock onto you, which is really amazing and almost makes you invincible with the added armor and the jammer. I made a video about the best Imani cars, so you can check it out after this video, but I can suggest buying either Virtue, Omnicy GT or Buffalo STX, since they all can withstand 12 homing rockets and they are all amazing. Virtue is the quickest car in the game and it's so awesome. Omnicy GT is also quick and can carry 4 people instead of 2 that Virtue can. And Buffalo STX is overall the best looking and even best sounding, since it has an engine compared to the other 2 that are electric. But you can really not go wrong with any of these cars, since they are all awesome with the armor and jammer upgrades. Only real difference is their resistance to missiles, since not all of the Imani cars can withstand those 12 homing rockets, and some don't even have the armor upgrade and can't withstand any rockets. And if you are really getting serious, the F-160 Raiju jet is so beneficial and awesome. Jets in this game are really useful, since they have the best gun power out of all vehicles and they are really fast too. And it just happens that Raiju jet is actually the fastest vehicle in this game. Raiju is one of the newest added jets and has tons of features. To start, it is a VTOL aircraft, so it makes it really useful if you are doing some missions to get in and out of the city. I really love this feature, since the jet can still be really fast and still be a really versatile tool, so you can use it as a vehicle to travel around the map and not just go from airport to airport. It also has few weapons like the homing rockets and explosive machine guns, which are really great for attacking players or whatever you want. But the best feature of it is that it is a stealth jet. By a press of a button you can go into a stealth mode, which will make you invincible to other players on the map, and it will be indicated by the blinking icon on your minimap. But while you're in stealth mode, you won't be able to use any of your weapons. With all those features, this jet is definitely the top pick plane you would want to buy. These were the vehicles I highly suggest you get if you are playing solo or just need that competitive advantage. If you found this video useful, consider subscribing, and as always, I will see you lovely people in the next one. Have a nice day. Little water break. And that has my